Welcome to our coaching session this week with Moose and No Bones About a Puppy Day School. So we are finally out and about, and I will be able to sort of work in a larger environment with, as you can see, a ton of distraction here. So we're going to start off and make this a little bit easier. Our goal is to continue working on that down from movement. Okay, so first we're just going to start off and we're going to work on a little bit of down from a distance, from stationary. Moose, up, 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 up. Sit, stay. Oh, and okay, sit, down. Yes, good job. We'll find it. It's right there. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Moose, down. Stay. Moose, come. Good job. Down. So we can also introduce, which I don't know if you guys have done any of introducing. Ultimately, our hand signal for down is going to look like this, okay? It's sort of the antithesis of what most people introduce down. A lot of people, we start with that lure or pointing at the ground, but the reality is we want your dog to be able to have a visual that they can identify from really far away. So the hand signal for down looks like this. So when we're working to introduce something that is new for the dog, what we're going to do is we're going to show them the new thing. We're going to follow it by the verbal cue, and then reward system as usual. So the idea is, if I'm showing the hand signal, following it with the verbal cue, that eventually the dog is going to link those two things together. So they're going to see this, they're going to go, oh, I know what's coming next, and then they're going to lie down without having the prompt of the verbal cue. It's going to be really helpful because, again, it's hard to hear from far away if it's windy, it's things like that, but if I can get my dog's attention even and then just give them that cue, that's going to be really helpful when we're working on distance work. So again, dog's looking at me, I'm going to Moose. I'm going to show them this, and then down. And he kind of is anticipating what we're working on, which is why he's offering that down. So I'm not sure he's really thinking about what I'm asking for versus just going ahead and kind of like, oh, I'm just going to flop down. Plus he's a little tired because we just went on a cue. All right, little walk. Yes, good job. Good job. Okay, ready? Moose. Moose. Down. Moose. Down. Okay, and again. Down. So this is really hard. I mean, you can see when I'm giving cues, he's looking over here, he's looking over there. There's a ton of distraction levels. So really hard to focus right here. So I'm gonna close our gap. I'm gonna close our distance a little bit, because remember we've been talking about that. Distance, duration, distraction. If we have one that's like off the charts, right now that's distraction, I need to make the other two things easier. I need to close the distance between myself and the dog, and not really work on duration, not work on long periods of time, okay? So, hi, good job. Okay, so I'm gonna close that gap, the distance, down. Put that little snuggle closer to me, okay. Let's go, okay, let's walk. All right, so I've changed locations. There's just too many distractions, and I think the grass was just adding a whole nother level. And I've tethered Moose because I don't want him to move towards me when we're working on this. Moose, down, down. Okay, I'm gonna, before he gives himself any, down. Come here. Down. Sit. Down. Sit. Okay. Down. Moose, down. It's like, oh, what? Down. Okay, so we're going back to an easy version. Remembering what I was telling you, which is work with the dog that you have at any given moment. Sit. Not what you think the dog should be able to do. I think he kind of knows this, but he's not displaying it right now. So I'm gonna sit. Again, distractions are crazy right here. Come here. Sit. Down. Good. Like that. Okay. Sit down, Moose. Hey, over here, touch. Touch. No. Up, 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 up. You can see between everything, he's like, oh my God, there's something to sniff. There's something to touch. Good boy. Sit. Down. Nice. Okay, so I want to have several good repetitions. Sit. Like butterfly, bird. Down. Yes, good job. Good job. And I love that he's not moving forward and pulling against this. So again, I'm going to table this for right now. We're going to keep working in other environments, but I sort of wanted you to see, you know, whether or not he can perform this on a regular basis. When it's here in this new space that he's never been in, we've got to figure out how to work in a way to be successful. That's kind of the name of the game for all of the training that we're doing. So we found a place where I think he did a couple nice repetitions. I always want to end on a good note. I don't want to burn the dog out to the point where they stop wanting to work. So we're just going to end our session today, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later.